Right.
Everybody know the 9U, 10U rules? Except for you, right? I know you don't, right? You did ground rules already, didn't you?
Right.
Nope. Don't have to.
Yeah. Just if we need to ground rules go real quick, otherwise we'll.
Yeah, we got a couple. He knows ground rules from Pee Wee, right?
Yeah. Basically the same concept when you're doing player pitch, so. Yeah.
But covering player pitch rules. Do we need to do those two? Right? Are you prepared for ground? Or are you?
I was not here last week.
He wasn't here last week for the rules. That's all right. You can wing it. That's what we all do most time, anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. So we'll probably, everybody should know, except for the one born here for the first one or hasn't known before. When you come to the shed and pick up your stuff, you're going to get a game card. It looks like this. It'll be on a clipboard hanging up. On the card, it'll tell you what field you're going to. You should know that when you get there. And it'll tell you who the home team, who the visitor team is, who are the two umpires assigned for that game. It'll have the place for manager signatures, and on the back it'll have a place to keep score. Make sure that whoever's keeping score, that they keep it throughout the game. Note the start time and the end time. That's about it, right?
Any issues you have, make notes on the back. There's a notes section on the bottom.
Yeah. Just don't make them stand in front of the manager or coach that you have issues with.
Yeah.
Make sure it's done after the game. We may have touched on this last time. You'll get lineup sheets from the coaches when they come to ground rules. It is required by rule that they present you a lineup sheet with first name, last name, and numbers, with the top filled out. If it doesn't have that, you hand it back to them. This one's an example of first initial, last name. That is not acceptable. You hand it back to them and tell them it needs to be filled out properly. And get it back to you before the end of the first inning. All right, anything else you want to cover on that before we do the video?
I don't think so. Half of them already seen this video. Well, two of them did.
All last year?
No, from this morning.
I haven't showed the video this morning.
Yeah.
The ball video?
No, the other one.
Oh, the ground rule video, never mind.
Yeah.
So we watch
So,
the ground rules?
yeah, we're doing a ground rule video.
Okay.
So Rob recorded this last year of some ground rules that one of our senior umpires did. Kind of an example of how to handle it yourself.
Without pointing on the clock, and start pointing when the time goes off, and I say, oh, anyone to throw down the recorder, because I do it anyway, so I'm not taking care of it. I'll throw down the recorder, and after the time goes off, 2 seconds later, we start the next day. Yeah. Other than that, it's very difficult. You guys are home team tonight, time goes off, and you have the opportunity to try to get through, and I think we'll get to that, or we'll I'm sorry, yeah, okay, so, thank you. All right, any questions? All right, it's going to take you
Alright, did you all catch the hour and 40? See what he's saying? So those age groups are an hour and 45, you set the clock for an hour and 40. You see what he explained to them? That final out is recorded, and then a minute later the timer goes off, you've already started a new inning. Okay, that 5 minutes is for 5 minutes or less, you don't start a new inning If the timer hadn't gone off and you've already recorded the third out, that means the new innings already begin and you have to play that half. Okay?
Yep.
Make sense? That's where everybody gets confused at on the player pitch all the time.
Now, you start that new inning with 2 minutes left, and even if the visiting team, say they're down 10 runs, and they can only score 5 that next inning, so there's no way they can win, you still have 2 minutes left on the clock. You have to start that next inning until the timer goes off. Then at that time, you can stop the game because the visiting team can't come back and win because home team's winning by too much. But you have to continue that out until the timer stops. Right?
Right.
We had a few issues with that last year.
Yeah.
So, I know it seems silly, but you have to play a timer out.
Yep. Alright, you motivated to get started? Practice some ground rules, and then we're going to watch a video, right?
Yeah. Yeah, video will take up most of the time.
Yeah.
So if you're doing 10U, right? If you end up doing 10U, where this will apply?
9 years.
We'll call ball for 9U.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, if you end up doing any 10U this year, this is where this video will apply, so. Right. Just up running and we'll go there. Yeah.
You
Roll up.
Yeah. I don't know your name yet, man, so I'm just going to explain grunt.
Yeah. So when you're on the field, you're going to have a plate umpire and a field umpire. The plate umpire is going to be, for lack of better terms, umpire in chief. So you're the one in charge of the game. When you come up, you stand at the point of the plate. So I need one of you just, don't matter, somebody stand here. And then whoever's the field umpire will stand out here. And then your coaches will come in from each side. So depending on if you're a plate umpire, you always take that position. Okay, and you're the one that's in charge of the game. Alright? You'll have a game card when you come up to the plate. So then all you want to do is just basically make sure you're on the right field, and then it says what division, so you want to check with each coach, say, hey, we're playing 11U American, or 12U American, or whatever, just to make sure that you have the right teams there. And then you just basically go start going over ground rules, which are, well,
So you're doing 9U,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
9U.
Were you here for rules last week? Okay.
How many innings 9U play? How many innings? 6. How long they play? Yeah. Hour 30.
Yeah, the 9U.
9U.
What they were talking about was 12U.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hour 30. So basically what you're going to say, okay, you got 90 baseball, right? Like 6 innings, right? Hour and 30, time set it an hour 25. No new inning will start at 5 minutes left or less. Right? How many runs per inning can they score? 5. Okay. Got that one.
Can they lead off?
Not
Can they steal?
They can steal. This is why it's important to read the rules again and over. I know you probably did, but you could read them 10 times, right? And you still, once you get up here, you're going to, he probably knows because he probably even fumbled on Pee-wees, right?
Yeah. Remember, all your basic ground rules are going to be on this sheet in the back.
The very back of that rule book. You look at it,
It's going to tell you about stealing, it's going to tell you about
back.
run limits, pitch limits, if you weren't here, you probably didn't see it, so. It'll tell you everything you need to know. So before you go down to your game, if you have your rule book, don't take it with you, but just look at it and say, okay, I'm doing 9U. It's an hour 30, so I know I got to set my timer for an hour 25. I know it's a 5-run limit, 3 pitches, or 3 inning pitch limit for the pitcher. So that'll give you all your basic information. Okay? Did you ever get in your rule book? Did you get in the rule book?
I'll get you one too.
Alright. So, what else you got for me?
Is that it?
Yeah. And then you'll
Yeah, you get more advanced and comfortable, you know what I mean? You can start discussing, what's out of play down the foul line, what's out of play down the foul line. You first starting this year, just keep it as simple as you can and
90 bases will be, all this is going to be over to Ozzy, off mountains, and all those are fenced in, so you don't have to worry, unless it goes over the fence. Now, when you're playing on 2 and 3, you had to worry about it getting into the fan because the fence line. I think you guys should be pretty good. Yeah. So, and then you'll ask for lineup sheets, so each coach will hand you a lineup sheet. And again, you just need to make sure it's all filled out. So that's the proper way it should be filled out. Make sure the top's filled out. First name, last name. Okay? And then you'll get one from the other coach. Yeah, the managers will each hand you a copy to keep for yourself. It doesn't matter what color it is. I think there's a white, a pink, and a yellow. It doesn't matter.
yeah. Why is it no good?
Yeah. So you hand it back to them. Oh, you need to fill it out properly, first name, last name. So then, after you have all the lineup cards, see all this, please take everything, kind of just fold it together, put it in your ball bag and your shirt pocket. Don't crumple them up into a snowball and shove them down in your pockets, because you need to turn this in at the end of your game. Your lineup sheets and your card need to go back in the shed, either hanging on your clipboard or in the bed. And if you keep them together, it makes it easy for the guys, for Ron and Teresa in the office to sort these out, because they have to attach them. So, but if you crumple them up in little snowballs and throw them in your pocket, and then they just pull out a lot of paper, they got to figure out what lineup sheets go with what scorecards. So, try to keep it as neat as you can for them, help them out. Right, Rod?
Right.
Otherwise, you get a grumpy old Rod when you call. You don't want grumpy old Rod. All right.
All right, you ready?
Last thing you should always ask, you ask each manager if they have any questions when you're done. And that opens it up. If they have no further issues, then you're done. Everybody's ready to play. Yeah.
Turn ground rules show them before you go to break. The both coach, timer set, because that's some key where you can change it. It's going to say 6 o'clock, it's going to show an hour 25. They both see it. Right, they break, they walk back. Let's say it's already 6 o'clock. Then hang the fence. And when you know it's time, all right, it's time to start. Coaches, we're on the clock. Boom. Start the time. Okay.
Yep. Come game time, if they're still in the dugouts messing around, you start the timer. If it's 6 o'clock, you start the timer no matter what.
Game control. In charge. Okay. We'll bring Xander up with us.
Okay.
New guy.
Okay.
We'll let you do the field, we'll let him do the plate. Since we've already done. You got these down, right?
90, not 90.
No, are there any ground rules talking to coaches?
Talking to them about that.
Right.
So that's the same thing. You'll have that with you when you get you'll have a clipboard to have that. So the other thing I forgot to mention to you guys, make sure you get the manager to sign that card before you leave home plate. Very important. Okay? Okay? So, did you kind of hear what we're talking about with groundwork, kind of go over that, so you just talk about how many innings and...
So it'd be 6 innings, and
Okay.
it'd be an hour 30. The time was set an hour 35.
Hour
25.
Hour 25.
There's no new inning starts.
with 5 minutes or less.
Yeah. There's, can't score more than 5 runs in an inning, 6 runs in an inning. And,
I'm thinking 6 innings, they play 6 innings, 4 5 6 not bad. Yeah, 6 innings, 5 minutes, sorry. Yeah, that's just basically over the basic ground rules of, like I said, what's kind of here. And then, once you do that, ask the coach if they have any questions, you find them out over time. Make sure they have no clarifications to ask you, and then they'll get lineups and I have them both. So that's what a good one looks like. And that's an example of, that was, Rod said he actually pulled that from last fall, so I actually turned it in, so. The
Umpire didn't do their job.
Yep.
So, yeah, coming up first, that's all.
Yeah. You need full name, and then you would hand it back to the coach, so we need it back by the end of the first inning.
Yep.
Right? Anything else you need to add?
Ready to go out there? We'll go up right now.
So, when you're saying inning, like, is it both sides, or like, it's only if the visiting team can come back, right?
To start a new inning?
Yeah.
So if the timer goes off, and like I said, the timer hasn't gone off yet, the last out is made, the home team was batting, and they just made the last out.
Yeah.
And there's like 2 minutes left before the timer goes
So
off.
it's like the bottom of the fifth.
So at the bottom of the fifth, timer goes off, they head to the dugouts, the timer goes off.
Yeah.
You have to start a new inning because the inning starts with the last out. So since there was time left on the timer, you have to start that next inning.
Unless
They're
neither
beaten by-
team can score enough to tie or win.
Yeah.
So, but then you play through both sides, right? Like, the visiting team would bat, and then you go, like, so let's say they're up by 3, and they scored like 4 points.
You would have to play the whole inning.
Yeah, then you let the home team, but then you would start.
Right. Then when that one's done, it's done. Okay. But now, if the other team was, say the visiting team was up 5, right?
Mhm.
Home team could still possibly win, but the visiting team, you start the inning, the visiting team scores another 5, they're now up 10.
You just set it there.
Or even if they score 1.
Even if they score 1, because it's impossible for the home team to.
So once they make it out of reach.
Right. If the home team is the one that's up, right, you have to give the visiting team the opportunity.
Yes, they can come back.
Yeah. All good?
Okay.
All right. Did you get a written sheet and all that? You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the training schedule, right? Perfect.
So, you guys got any questions about the rules that we went over or anything before we start the ball field?
We'll probably jump around this, huh?
There's no 5-6 limit in players, right? That's one of the key.
They can wave off.
They can foul it off.
Yeah.
Except for 9U, they can't steal until the ball leaves pitcher's hand. Next week, when we go all through positioning and everything, we'll tell you where we want you to be and not to be.
We went through some play scenarios. And,
Yeah. You'll also get to see some videos that show you how, you've probably seen how to position your feet.
Yeah.
Before.
then we'll go strike zone video, kind of get you guys an idea where the strike zone is. It's different when you're standing behind the plate than when you're standing next to it.
Yep.
Huh?
You'll look at it totally different than when you play with the batter.
And if you really get into it, you'll find yourself when you're watching Major League Ball, you'll start watching the umpire with the calls they're making. You start doing that. So you'll pay more attention to the umpires in the game. So,
Yep. More than you actually watch the players.
yeah.
It becomes a curse
Yeah.
after you start umpiring. Even if you're still playing ball, you'll look at ball different when you're playing. Were you still playing? Perfect, so we're going to jump around on this, because actually this video is an hour long.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be stuff in here we don't need, so we'll just roll with it.
Pick and choose for when we need to and go from there.